Hello. In true Mercury retrograde fashion, I'm having some technical difficulties. What a shocker. Is anybody else shocked? I mean, quite frankly, not. Sorry. I'm like now just gonna clear my voice like a million times. Yeah. Um, so I'm trying to patch together being able to see everyone, being able to see comments. I know. And there we go. Okay. So I'm very excited to be back with everyone. I feel like I have my voice back. I mean 90%, 95% really. Just still with the throat clearing all the time. Um okay. Okay, I'm trying to get so that I can see everybody's comments and who's with me. I have to pull it up on my phone. Because I still cannot get this platform to operate and tell me like what's happening with the I can't see the comments from Facebook. I can only see them from YouTube. Whatever. So that's where we are. I tried to do it with another platform. I'm still working through that. It's Mercury retrograde, man. What are we gonna do? And bonus, Mars is going retrograde this month. And here's a good bonus. We have 2 new moons in December. So that's really intense energy. That's like some intense, like awesome energy kind of stuff. When our pagan friends, Wiccans, are like working with the moon, this is an intense moon that you can really, really do a lot of work with because 2 new moons in 1 month, it doesn't happen often. It really doesn't. A little bit different from the blue moon, which is 2 full moons in a month. Or, they say like there's moons in a quarter and stuff. I can't get into all that. And I know there's another way to look at it. This is how I was taught. I'm going to stick with that. I'm not saying there's not another way of doing this. You do you, but this is how I am practicing. That's what I'll say. So, good times, and I think this is a wonderful time for us to be talking about releasing, letting go, standing back from like some of the people that we call enemies. Now I don't know, like a lot of you know me. You know that you're not going to be able to call me up and say, hey, really need you to like put a curse on this person or send some bad energy to this person. I don't even do that to people that I don't like. Have been accused of it. 100%. I've been accused of like sending out negativity to children, if you can believe that. It's total bullshit because the first thing that I teach anybody is do not send that negative energy out. Not under any circumstances, because it will come back on you. In some way, shape, or form, it is going to come back on you. Sorry, I'm having an eyelash issue. It is going to come back on you. That's just the way it is. You have to have integrity with your intentions. You have to have integrity with what you're doing in your practice. So the first thing, hey, Amber Melanie, I see it flash up on this phone. But the first thing that you have to do is you have to just say, okay, this person has wronged me. It's really shitty of them. It's horrible. Yeah, I mean, it is. But the thing is, hey, Karen, the thing is, you really want to back off of that. You want to back off of that mindset, because I want to talk to you about some people's prayers, manifestations, sending out spells. It's in the same framework. Different deities, different practices, but it's all in the same framework. You're asking for something. You're asking for something. You're putting out that energy. You're putting it into a reality. You're trying to. Praying against someone else is just like putting out a spell. I don't care who you are. If you're a famous minister, if you're just like a newbie at a Baptist church or at an Episcopal church, or you're Catholic or whatever, I don't care. If you are praying for something bad to happen to someone else, it is the same as putting out a spell against them. And it's not there for it to work. It's just like spell work. It's just like I tell people with spell work. If you're sending that energy out, if you're sending out negativity, first of all, that is what you're going to get back. That is 100% what you're going to get back, and you're going to get it back 3 times. You have to put integrity into your practice, whatever spiritual practice that may be. And I do work with a lot of Christians. I do work with a lot because I have a very deep Christian background. I do work with a lot of Christians, but the thing is, I tried to teach them the same way I tried to teach like the people that I work with that are witches, the people that I work with that are pagans, the people that I work with that are just metaphysical in any kind of capacity, is that you have to put integrity in your practice. So with that, I want to tell you what I've written notes on my phone. Oh my gosh, I got this new thing. Okay, Virgo here, Capricorn rising, just letting you know, I've put a digital calendar onto my pad. It links to my phone and I can do notes and stuff. Oh my gosh, it's like a little wet dream. And it was free. I mean, I'm just in love with it. So anyway, back to this. So prayer is not your words, it's your vibration. So it is the same as spell work. So don't come at me. Don't tell me this like tomorrow when you watch this rerun on YouTube or whatever. It is the same because that is essentially what people do when they're sending out spells. They are sending out that energy. They're putting that vibration into existence. They're just doing it with rosemary and tourmaline. I'm using examples. It's not a real spell. I don't think. I don't know. It's not one of mine. So the thing is, prayer is not just words, it's your vibration. So when you're sitting and you're talking to, however you want to phrase this, the universe, God, Mother Mary, a goddess that you talk to on a regular basis, what you're doing is you're saying, when are you going to deal with my enemies? Now, here's the thing. That is implying that they are not being dealt with. That is implying that there is nothing being handled with them, right? It's the wrong implication. It's just like what I tell people when they're trying to manifest a new job, or they're trying to manifest money, or they're trying to manifest a relationship. Because really, let's face it, that's what we're usually trying to manifest, is a job, a living arrangement, a relationship, or more abundance, right? I mean, I'm not going to lie, I am trying to manifest a pool cover, but that's like a whole different, yeah, it's a whole different thing. But the thing is that the what you're doing is implying that they're not already being taken care of. And that's not true. That's not true. Because if somebody comes at you with negativity, if somebody is coming at you and directing energy at you, guess what? It comes back on them. It's going to come back on them. You reacting to it is not helping. It's not helping you. It's not helping you at all. I spoke to, like, the past couple of days have been kind of crazy with like some client issues. And I have a couple of clients that have like really the same issue with the same person. It's a long, sordid story. And they don't know each other, which is really interesting. But I also have another client that she's just sitting back and going, seriously, like when is this going to get easier for me? She's been through like some turmoil with her business. She's a business owner. She's a really good businesswoman. She's been through some turmoil with her business. She's gone through a divorce, and she's just like, when is this going to be over? That's not where we need to be. We need to see that the light is at the end of the tunnel. We just have our eyes closed. We need to see that there's a reason why you are going through this step. It's not easy. It's not easy, but maybe this is where you need to be for right now, so that your ex-husband can't come back and say, hey, I see that you're doing really well. We need to renegotiate our freshly signed divorce. Huh. I mean, maybe there needs to be some struggle there so that your children look at you and go, oh my gosh, I remember when mom went through this. I can do this. I can get through this. Even if they're adult children, even if they're like younger children, they will remember it. And they'll be like, I have no idea how she did that, or I have no idea how they were able to overcome it. I mean, really. It's not about making our lives easier when our enemies are punished. It's not. What it needs to be about is us staying on our path. What it needs to be about is, what did you come here to do? Did you come here to screw around with those jackasses? I hope I don't get demonetized for this. I mean, I think that YouTube knows me pretty well. Maybe, I don't know. It does say all over the place, not for kids. So, all right. So anyway, the thing is, we need to walk our path. We need to stay strong in our path. It's not easy. It's not glamorous. It's not sexy. It's not what the world wants to hear. It truly isn't. Because what we want to hear is the shit that we read in those wonderful stories that I love to read. I love a trashy novel, girl. You should see my Kindle page. Oh my gosh. And my husband is always like, look at the books that you have saved on Kindle or in my Audible app or at the library. Excuse me, because I have books that you can check out digitally from the library. Oh my gosh. I love some good trashy novels, and I especially love it when the girl that was treated like Cinderella comes out in the end, turns out her mother was the heiress, and her father's new wife and children don't have anything to do with that money. You know, I love that shit. I eat it up. Is that reality? No, it's not. But that's okay. That's okay. It's a nice little fantasy. It's a great place for me to spend a couple of hours in. But when I get back into it, I'm just like, you know what? I have to change my vibration. Revenge is not where we need to be. It's just like I was talking a few weeks ago. Oh my gosh, it really has been a few weeks. Again, I'm really sorry about like the sickness. I should have gone to see my friend Becky. My friend Becky is just such an amazing healer, and I should have gone to see her. I texted her to ask her how her shingles were going. Oh, girl's already healed from that shit. So, if you need a good healer, I got one here in Georgia if you're around. But I think she does distance work as well. I don't know if she popped in or not, but she's fantastic. It's Gypsy Soul Surfer on Facebook. Yeah. So anyway, when you sit back and you're just like doing your thing and you're not focused on the hate and you're not getting high off the hate, you're not pulling in that revenge, like doing that revenge thing. Although I do really love Khloe Kardashian's revenge body. Now, I'm not like, don't come at me about the Kardashians either. I like to watch a lot of trash because it's better than real life. So walking your path implies that your enemies have already been dealt with. That's the vibration that you give out when you are walking your path, when you are doing your thing. Even people that come to you and are just like, oh my gosh, like, how are you doing with your little business? Yeah. Oh, wow. So you and your husband are still together? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, we've added to the kids. Now we have like 1,000,000 cats and 3 dogs. It's great. We'll just keep adding. So, but people say like backhanded compliments to me all the time about my little business because all they see is the surface. All they see and what they're looking at, to be honest with you, is how many subscribers I have on YouTube. They're looking at how many followers I have on Facebook. My whole business. That's a tiny portion of my business. The other part of my business, this is like the supercalifragilistic part. This is the out front part. The stuff that I do underneath the surface of the ocean where the iceberg really is like all of my clients. It's working in my booths. It's doing that kind of work. It's not just what they see. And I'm like, it's doing great. It's doing great. How are you doing? And they're wanting me to come back and be like, well, it's only at this or it's only, and I'm like, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I started a new channel 2 years ago and I'm already at 1,200. I feel like that's a good number on YouTube. I've acquired 600 new subscribers every year that I've been around. I don't think that's a bad average. I think that it only has an opportunity to go up, but I'm not thinking that's bad because I'm not sitting and focusing on my enemies. I'm not sitting and focusing on what's their deal. I'm not immersed in what's going on with their shitty lives because there's like 15 people that want to tell me when something shitty happens to them. And I got to tell you, I'm petty. I'm a Virgo. I laugh at it. I do. But then the next minute I've forgotten because like thing 2 has like lost his hoodie, or thing 1, like this morning, forgot I had a manifesting candle burning in the sink and poured water all in it. Now, those are the kind of emergencies that really, really need my time, that really like I need to be putting my focus on, not what's going on in those other people's lives. So, them sending energy out to you, them sending negativity and bad energy out to you. Well, hey, Kim, will again not do anything to you if you don't accept it. If you don't accept it, this is not a virus. This is not somebody sneezing in your face. You don't have to accept that negative energy. Although, if somebody does sneeze in your face after you smack them, I'm just kidding. I'm not promoting violence here. Okay. I'm just joking. You can take some, like, some holistic stuff. You can take some extra vitamin C. You can try to like push back, right? That virus. But this is energy. This is energy. When somebody is trying to send negative energy your way, when they're trying to belittle something that you're doing or your accomplishment, let them. Let them. Because the only person it's affecting is them. Even though at the time it may hurt your feelings, at the time it may like really rub you the wrong way, and you're just like, the hell did she just say? I mean, because that's been it's come out of my mouth more than once when I've just been like, what did she just say? What? Was that real? Yeah. Okay, see, it went away. Hang on. I gotta get back to the beautiful witch because I lost the thread. And as I said, I can't see everybody right now. There we go. Okay. Yay. I'm back in business. Okay, so let them say those shitty things. A few weeks ago, okay, it's been a couple of months. Somebody said something a little shitty to me and I was like out with a bunch of my friends. Hey, Suzanne. Somebody said something really shitty, just a quick little comment, just a little, and I caught it. I caught it. But I was like, oh, no. I don't need to hang on to this hot potato. So I caught it and I went, and I just like tossed it right back over my shoulder and I kept on rolling. I was like, oh, no, I'm good. And I did. I just kept on going because I had too many other things that were going on at the time. And I was just like, it is none of my business what this heifer thinks of me. It is absolutely none of my business how this woman is determined to think about my life. I don't care. I'm just going to allow it. For lack of a better phrase, I'm going to allow her to think that way about me. So I changed my vibration in that moment. She lobbed one at me, trying to alter the state of things, trying to alter the state of Jennifer. And I was like, yeah, I'm good. I am good. And I didn't let it break. I caught it, tossed it over my shoulder, and moved on. Not easy. It was absolutely not easy. But that could have changed my vibration for weeks. And it has. It absolutely has messed me up. Somebody accusing me of attacking children, clearly they knew me well. Somebody accused me of sending negative energy to children, really did wreck me for a long time until I realized where it was coming from. And it took me a long time. It really did. And then I was just like, and done. And I let it go. I'm saying part of this because of the year that we're rolling into. We are rolling into a 9-year in numerology. 2025 is a 9-year. This is a year of transition. It's a year of, well, transmuting for sure. I'll just read to you from my notes, shall I? It's a year of transition. It's a year of completion. It's a year of releasing. But it's a time to be logical. It's not a time to be emotional about the state of you, the state of your union. I'm not talking about politics. I don't know shit about politics. This is about a completion of a cycle. Okay. This is time to step into like a new season, a new season of Suzanne, a new season of Kim, of Karen. I'm looking to see who else is here. Hang on. I keep having to flip back and forth from my notes. A new season of you guys out there and saying, I'm ready to step forward with courage. And I'm telling you right now, the fear, the hate, the enemies, all of that is baggage. It is absolutely baggage. And you don't need to carry that because the place that you're going, you're going to need a whole new wardrobe. You don't need all that stuff. You don't. So let it go. Just like the song that I'm not going to sing because I can't sing, but not to be rude, but sometimes you got to put it in the, I can't say that, Suzanne, but I can abbreviate it, the F-it bucket. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Okay, since I know I can see your comments up there, okay, I'm going to jump out of this so that I can actually see my, I need to be able to see my notes out of my new digital calendar. Oh my gosh, I am in love with this thing. I'm not even kidding. It's so fantastic, y'all. And seriously, it's free. It's Good Notes. I used Canva and Good Notes, and I created my literal dream calendar, and I can't shut up about it. So I will shut up about it now, though. So what we need to do here is we need to align ourselves with the vibration of what we came here to do. We need to align ourselves with the vibration that our enemies have already been dealt with and we are free and clear, and we need to keep going. And we need to put everything else in the F it bucket, just like Suzanne is saying on Facebook. For those of you that are watching on YouTube and can't see this delightful comment, I'm just going to tell you. So align yourself with the vibration of what you believe, your faith in whatever it is, that it's already been handled and that you are moving in a fantastic direction. Because being on your path may not be sexy to someone else, but you are happy in it. And that will drive your enemies crazy. Okay. Again, I veered off in a little bit of a bad direction, but still, it works. Your vibration, and this comes directly from like one of my clients. When I talk to my clients a lot, I get the most inspirational stuff from their guides and a lot of times from them. It's amazing. So one of my clients said that your vibration is your most valuable prayer. And it is. The most valuable prayer that you will ever pray is your vibration. It is 100% your vibration, because that's the universe's frequency. Your vibration is going to dictate what has the power. So if you are frustrated, if you're worried, if you're nervous, if you feel lack, that is what the universe is going to bring in, because that dictates what has power. Are you going to be tested? I don't know why that came in, but I feel like that is a strong thing. Are you going to be tested? Probably. But you're not being tested by the universe. You're not being tested by God. You're not being tested by Hecate. You're not being tested by them. What is testing you is right here. What is testing you is the stuff that you have been telling yourself for eons. I think we all know the year that I was born. But what you are telling yourself is trying to break the habit of the way that you've been thinking and the way that you've been like getting information into yourself and in that gray matter for years. And don't tell me that it hasn't been for years. Some of the things that I think about, some of the things that I'm still like, some of the things that are still living rent-free in my head happened decades ago. Decades. 20, 30, even 40 years when I was a preteen, and I still think about it. Why? I'm giving it power because I'm thinking about it and it's changing my vibration. So this is where I love Maya Angelou. She said, let things that are past fixing be past remembering. If you can't fix it, why are you remembering it? Why am I remembering that weird thing that happened to me in junior high? And tell me that weird things didn't happen to everybody in junior high. But that thing is still entering my brain. No one from that junior high, no one has ever come up to me and been like, do you remember that time? No, never. I mean, even my best friend, who I was best friends with in junior high, has never, I mean, I don't even think she remembers it. She's got grandchildren, man. She don't have time for this. That's the important thing. If it's past fixing, if you can't ring somebody up and say, I'm sorry, if you can't unring that bell in some way, let it be past remembering. I love Maya Angelou. So the ego. The ego is how I think some people will say, oh, well, the devil is around me, or that's the ego. When they see somebody and they go, the devil's in them, that's their ego that's ruling them. That is their ego. I have to. There's this famous dude, semi-famous, CD celebrity, maybe even an E or F. He's here in Atlanta, as they are. He's not an actor, but he does a lot of really shady stuff. Why do I know this? Because I do readings for people that he's done shady stuff to. So he does a lot of shady stuff. Okay. In his practice, he seems to be a godly kind of man. But people have been saying that he's possessed by demons or he's a devil. He may be. He may be. What I see when I look at him, it could be a demon, but I think it's his ego. His ego is the size of the West Coast, not a state, the West Coast. He needs to feed his ego like I need to feed my cats all the time. That is his devil. He has to feed his ego because the ego will want you to be in a powerless place. If you are vibrating at a low level, if you are vibrating at a place that is a low level, think about how you feel. Think about that. When I'm in a low place, emotionally, mentally, even physically sometimes, when I'm vibrating at a low place, I can tell you that's when my ego wants to act up. During this whole time, when I've been sick with like a cold and then an ear infection and a sinus infection that just made me cough and cough and cough like a 6-pack a day, girl, and I don't even smoke. Dr. Seuss was talking to me about something and I totally just jumped his ass. I was like, the hell? And I just started talking to him about it, and he was like, I didn't say that you weren't smart. I didn't say you didn't know this. I asked a question because I literally don't know where this is. And I'm like, oh, I thought you were questioning me. So then, I have to apologize. I have to eat some humble pie and just be like, I'm sorry. I don't feel good. I'm just being a little bitchy. But it was unnecessary. Had I been in my right mind, I probably would have just been like, oh, yeah, he's just talking to me. He's just, carrying on a conversation. He just needs to know this. Instead, I took it personally. I took it the wrong way because my ego flared up and was just like, you low creature. He wants you to feel as bad as you feel. He wants you to be low. He didn't. He didn't even care. I mean, I apologized again 2 days later and he had forgotten the whole incident. I do love that about men. I got to be honest with you. Like the short-term memory is real. And sometimes it is truly beneficial to me. Yes, Suzanne, you're absolutely right. I did get triggered. And sometimes the short-term memory of the men are wonderful and beneficial. Other times I just want to wring their neck. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, how many times do I have to tell you not to leave this towel on the bathroom floor? It's okay. How many times do I have to tell you to put your shoes on the shoe rack? So that being said, your ego wants you at the lowest place. Your ego wants you in a powerless place. Hey, Kelsey, although your ego wants you in that powerless place, in that low vibrational energy, it wants you with absolutely no power because then it can give you false things. it can give you something false, like a false narrative. Like, really, you want to talk about like how much money you have, and you want to parade around and just be like, oh my gosh, I'm like living my dream life. Everybody come and live with me. Like, you see influencers doing this all the time, right? Well, then you see like an influencer that you follow religiously, and you see that they have all this like really nice stuff and they're really like expensive things. But then you find out that they buy the shopping bags from Chanel, and I don't really know a lot of names. Ferragamo, is that a name? That's a name, right? Yeah. Like, you find out that they are buying the bags and then pretending like they bought new stuff. Dude, just say you got it off of QVC. I won't be mad at it. I won't be butthurt because you got a purse off of QVC instead of buying it from the store. It's okay. So the thing is, people like to pretend. When they feel shitty, when they feel powerless, they like to pretend, and the ego gets fed. Yeah. Again, somebody like out there talking about how much money they have. They're so like doing so well. Oh my gosh, I'm so blessed, so blessed. And they video and film like every single part of their lives. You know what I mean? Like, constantly have the camera up, have to take selfies. But then they get on the airplane and there's no selfie, there's no video, there's no quick little thing. They weren't sitting in first class, and you can prove that. So they don't want to say what airline they're flying. They just show them in and out of the airport. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy the stuff that they put online now. Power tripping, egotistical people. Oh my gosh, so much fun. It really is. So it's just amazing to me that some of the richest people that I know dress like this one lady that I know for a fact she's a multimillionaire. She's been written up in stuff, like Forbes and Yahoo and stuff. And she tells me about the sweats that she bought at Target. I'm like, girl, if I had your money, no, I'd probably still shop at Target. I mean, I probably would. But this is what she walks around in all the time. And I'm thinking, these people don't know how much money this woman has, because they're just like not even like overly nice to her at restaurants or anything until she goes to like a 5-star restaurant and she's dressed to the nines, and she's like, yeah, it's a different scene. She don't dress like that all the time. She only dresses like that when she has to meet her clients or when she's doing her business deals or whatever. It's very impressive. So, I mean, I thought at first she was just trying not to shame me, out in public. But no, that's real. She's like buying these cute little sweatsuit sets from Target. She's like, oh my gosh, did you see this at Target? But that is no ego whatsoever. And I think that that's impressive. And the thing is, this woman has people come at her all the time. And she has this philosophy. I was actually reading for her when I got part of this breakdown from her guides, saying it's her vibration. She doesn't care. Yes, they do bother her sometimes, but instead of focusing on all the stuff that they say about her online, she does like screen grabs of it. She takes pictures of the stuff that they say, and then she sits down and she does a video, just like they do on, is that Jimmy Kimmel, I think, where they do mean tweets about the celebrities and the celebrities read them out. So she's like, that is such a great idea. So she says it. She just sits down and she'll just do like a compilation video of just all these things that people have said about her. And she puts it on her Instagram. And she's like, I love it. I love it. That is awesome. I've started doing that. I started doing that like a year ago after she told me that. So I have a folder on my computer with just like the mean things that people have said in comments right before I delete it. I know. I'm not gonna keep that shit around. Come on. But I keep the screen grabs in a folder on my computer, just so that I can humble myself every now and then. But I love that. I love that because she gives her ego no power. She doesn't give power to her enemies. And I think this is really, really important because ultimately, the best way we can honor our faith, the best way we can honor the universe, God, Hecate, whoever it is that you have on a pedestal, whatever it is that is your focus in your faith, you put out there and you say, thank you for giving me these gifts. I will do the best I can to use them to the best of my abilities. That is what we're here to do. Walk your path, honor your abilities, get out there and do whatever it is that you need to do. If you work at Target, then do the best that you can at your job because you don't know. You may be restocking the shelves for this multimillionaire lady. She may come up to you and go, oh my gosh, I love this place. You don't know who you're helping out. You don't know that you're helping out a dad that's a single dad because his wife has transitioned and he's having to buy clothes for his kids and he doesn't really know where everything is, but you've done such a good job of stocking the shelves that he's able to find everything easily. That's important. That's important. You just don't know who you're affecting. You truly don't. If you're a middle school teacher, you don't know that you're not teaching the next Barack Obama or the next Kennedy or I don't know, like other great people that I can't. What is wrong with me that I can't think of great names right now? I mean, you don't know that student that you're teaching may not be the next Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or George Clooney. What is wrong? I really cannot think of anybody's names. You could be introducing the next Beyonce, like to musical instruments in class. I don't know. But the thing is, if you are doing your job to the best of your abilities, you're influencing someone else. You're helping others to walk their path. And your enemies are stuck thinking about you. They're stuck focusing on what are you doing? What's going on with you? I mean, hell, I know. They follow me. I see them when they start following my Instagram, which I don't really have that many posts on Instagram. I mean, let's face it. I was good at it for a minute and then, but they start following me like I don't get notified. They start following me on YouTube. Again, like I don't get notified. I see them. And I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. Thank you for joining. But no. And that's the beautiful thing is that they can watch me on YouTube, but they can't comment because I blocked them. And then when I block them on all the other platforms, they just can't get in. I just don't want to focus on them. And I don't need them like coming in and sending out slurs and wrecking my vibration. It's not there. I want to be that person. Jeans, sweatpants, and a t-shirt, a hoodie. Girl, me too. Me too, Kelsey. I mean, look, although my cousin gave me this t-shirt. Such an awesome t-shirt. Actually, I'm really messing with my cousin right now because One of my cousins left this at our family Thanksgiving gathering, and I have been taking little videos of this coffee cup all about town. It's gone to Sam's with me, the dentist's office. It helped me do my digital calendar. And tomorrow, maybe Home Depot. So I've been sending little videos, almost like a ransom. Like, help me, come save me. I was thinking about posting that. It just makes me laugh a little bit. So, as we prepare for this upcoming year, as we prepare for this year of change, this year of transition. Now, it's not going to be as much change as a 5-year, but it is going to be a year of transition. It's going to be a year of completion and releasing. And we have to do that in order to step into something new. So I'm telling you, work with your vibration now. Let's go ahead and get into the habit of it now before we hit 2025. Go ahead and start working on your vibration, because people are going to throw stuff at you all the time. Catch it, release it. I know that is a great movie, by the way. Catch and Release. It's a little older, but it's awesome. But you catch it, let it go. Just don't hang on to it. Don't hang on to it. If it hurts your feelings, okay, acknowledge that. Acknowledge that it hurts your feelings, and then register where it came from. Register who is doing the talking and what is great in their life. Are they supporting the wrong person? Do they have a bad relationship? Do they have a negative perspective of people that are successful because they're not successful? These are just thoughts that come through my head, by the way. But your vibration is your most valuable player in your life. Your vibration. Your vibration is basically your prayer, your manifestation. It's all about your vibration. So where are you vibing? What are you putting emphasis on? Are you putting an emphasis on your enemies and when they're going to get taken care of? Are you putting the emphasis on walking your path and saying, that's where I'm going. I'm putting my vibration there. I'm putting my vibration on the next step for me, the next level up for me. And where are you going? You're not going backwards. You're not going to where they are. And pretty soon you're going to be so far ahead of them that anytime they start to lob things at you, anytime they start to throw things at you, they're not even going to come close. You're not even going to have to catch it and release it. You're going to be so far away from them that it's going to be irrelevant. I love it. I love it. I think this is I truly think that this is, we're moving into a wonderful season. And I'm really excited to talk about this in the last month of this really powerful manifesting year, this 44/8 year. I think that this has been a wonderful year. It's been a very powerful year. I've gone through a lot of changes. I don't know about all of y'all, but I have done a lot of changing this year. A lot of things that I had to deal with that I had been sweeping under the rug. Which again, I should have gone to see my friend Becky. She's Gypsy Soul Surfer on Facebook, and you can message her and get an appointment. She's fantastic. I'm pretty sure she does distance healing. She's done distance Reiki on me before, but in person, she's a rock star. So if you're needing anything like that, Gypsy Soul Surfer, she's freaking awesome. And really, somebody that can heal shingles, that's impressive. Am I right? Oh, really, Kelsey? Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's work on this. if you want to stay in the position that you're in, although this the position that you've been wanting, the one that you're in now? I think that this is going to be, this coming year is going to be a very healing year. But remember, healing is not like rainbows and unicorns. No, it's not pretty. The surgery is usually easy, but the healing after, not pleasant. See, okay, out of a toxic job into something better. And that's where we want to be. Is focused on our vibration of this is what I want, this is where I'm vibing. Because I can't vibe in a place of lack. Well, congratulations. You just started yesterday. Congratulations. I can't vibe in a place of lack. So anytime Dr. Seuss goes, because I'm the accountant of the family, he'll go, do we have enough money for this? I'm like, yes, of course. I just need to know where you're spending it. Like, we have enough. What do you want? I just need to know, like, what account it's coming out of, where it's going. Like, those are the only things I need to know. Don't ask me if we have enough. We have enough. I need to know where to allocate funds. You know, I mean, unless you're spending $100,000 on something, and then we need to have a meeting. You know what I'm saying? Like anything over $100, we need to have a quick meeting. Just a real quick meeting. I just need to like get some paperwork. Like what's going on here? Like, what are you doing with this? You know, it's that in-house accounting thing where you're just like, quick check. Do we have some receipts for that? Do we have anything like, I need you to fill out a form, you know? This is good. Things have lined up well in November. Things are looking up, even though I'm still neutral on my job. Okay. What's your life path number, Kelsey? I forgot. You know how I am. But I do feel really good. I feel really good about 2025. A little challenging, but worth it. So, everybody, release with me. We've got 2 new moons this month. Very, very powerful time. This is a fantastic time. It really is. So, hang on. Oh, okay. December for you is a 3-month, Kelsey. It's a 3-month. So it's all about communicating, which starting a new job, that would be a lot of communicating. Speaking your truth. Oh, my camera just slowed down. Speaking your truth, very important. Keep in mind, I did say this in the video, the numerology videos. Keep in mind that Mars and Mercury are retrograde this month. Mars goes retrograde next week. I'll have to double check. Mercury is retrograde right now. So just keep that in mind. That's the only thing. Count to 10, count to 50, you know, step back before taking action. You know the drill. Yeah. I really do. I'm so excited I'm not done with December yet by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm really, really excited about 2025 with you guys, because this has been a year of transition for me, but it's been a year of healing. And I think that it was stuff that was necessary, and bringing in abundance. In order to really manifest what you want, you have to let go of what's not working. Don't focus on your enemies. Don't focus on your enemies. Let them do their thing. If they're sending negative energy your way, you don't have to accept it. In fact, you can put up a lot of protection around yourself. And I've done videos on that before too. I can do it again if you guys need like some protection, protecting your energy, protecting your home, protecting your workplace. Like we can sit down and we can go through that again, like putting up that shield, whatever you need to do, like putting some rosemary like on your desk. It's sort of a little disguise, putting some crystals on your desk, a little bit disguised. You know, it's okay. It's workable. But protecting your home, it's really anytime Dr. Seuss doesn't like to travel. So anytime we travel together, anytime we go places together, I always like, even before I know the room where we're staying in hotels and stuff, knowing the hotel, I will put an angel on the roof of the entire place. If it's multiple buildings, I put it all over the buildings. I'm like, just encircle it. I need some angels there because I need for him to feel comfortable before we get our room. Then when we get our room, I ask the angels to go and clear it. Then I clear it, It's just what we have to do to get through things. But it's wonderful protection energy, and he really does feel better when I do that. That's why I'm glad I had a 3-week break between jobs, even though I'm unpaid and unplanned. Need to release the old. Yes, yes, yes. And that was worth the price of the ticket, wasn't it? Being able to release your old job before moving into your new one. So, honor yourself, honor the universe by using the gifts that you were given to the best of your abilities. You don't know who you're helping. And the thing is, even when you're not looking, and especially when you're not looking, it's going to piss off the people that are really trying to come against you. And I know it sounds trite, and I know it sounds just really like easy. It's not. It's not easy to let go and not look at them. It's not easy to not pay attention to them. I'm guilty of it, man. I'm serious. Like, people send me stuff all the time of people that I don't like. And they're just like, hey, look at this on their Instagram. Look at this on TikTok. Look at this on what? And I'm like, and I look at it and I'm just like, oh, yeah. What? Do I need to know this? We're not wrecking ourselves here. We're not going to allow that to wreck our vibration. Keep your vibration healthy, just like you need to keep your physical body healthy. Keep your vibration healthy. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And I'm thinking about doing this, seriously, I'm thinking about doing this on my personal. I don't have anything on my personal TikTok page or my personal pages are really just like nothing. I'm not a very exciting person on social media. Even though my business, I should be exciting on social media with my business, I'm not. Like, I looked at my Instagram page for Metaphysical Round Table the other day, and I was like, wow, it's nothing but sorry to cancel. Sorry I'm late. I got to stop that. Yeah. So I need to put some better stuff out there. In fact, I'm going to change my vibration to that. Yeah. And I may start posting about my cousin's Starbucks cup. I mean, look, dude, it's on the internet. It's on Facebook and YouTube. I'm hilarious. He's probably cussing me right now. But his wife, I know she's laughing. Yeah, I know she's there laughing. All right. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm so glad to be back. My voice is it's at a good 95%. And I can get through almost 2 hours of talking before the coughing starts going crazy. There for a minute, it was like half hour, then an hour. Yeah, the cough is just, it's real. Oh. And then I went to the dentist and they were like, you don't need to drink anything hot for like 4 hours. And I was like, That's a problem because I drink a lot of hot tea these days just to like make sure that I can talk. So I had to take some time off. So I rearranged my closet and I've left it in a mess. I don't know that Mercury retrograde is the best time to rearrange a closet, but maybe it is. It's releasing. That's what we're going to call it. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Well, thank you guys again for joining me tonight. I have really missed y'all. What a great group. This is always just great energy, seriously. And that's what I've heard, Kelsey, that it takes about 3 weeks. So I think I'm in week 4. And this is the best it's been. But I thank you guys. I really, really want to give a shout out to the beautiful witch at La Hermosa Bruja. Carrie is phenomenal. She's a great reader. She has some awesome stuff for sale on her website. Make sure you check her out. If you're not already following her on Facebook, make sure you check her out. And also make sure you check out Becky at Gypsy Soul Surfer, and she also has like contact information, so you can contact her and make an appointment. Like I know you can DM her, I know you can message her on Facebook, but you can also I think there's contact information on her page. So it's a they're fantastic women and great readers, and Becky is just an amazing healer. She really is, and I should have gone to her because I probably would have been better 2 weeks ago. Yeah, explains why I had issues setting up my new office. Yes, the whole retrograde thing, fun. All right, I will see you guys next week. I hope y'all have a good one. If you want me to talk about protection, make sure that you put something somewhere so I can see it. Facebook or YouTube. You can also message me. This is the email address. But I wanted to talk about healing with parents too, but I don't have to do it next week. So, I'll get to that. I promise. All right. I hope y'all have a great week. And until we see each other next, get out there and make your magic. Bye, y'all.